I haven't done a video in a while, so I'm gonna do a video on two pistols I just picked up. The P365X macro, non-comp, and the P365 fuse. Both of them have the Romeo X enclosed optic. They both have a TRL, well, one has a TRL 7A and the other has a TRL 7X. But I'm going to go over a little bit. One is for my wife, one is mine. I'm going to kind of compare it to my Glock 19. I still have my HK USP9 with light limb. And that's kind of a sentimental gun to me because it's expensive. And my Mark 25 226 and my P220. So, that being said, I'm going to compare them to my Glock 19, my Gucci Glock. So, the gun is unloaded, no mag. So this is the P365X macro with the TRL-7A. And flat face trigger, SIG, X-ray 3 night sights, and the emitter. It's kind of like the EOTech with the circle dot, and you can change the brightness. It has auto wake on it, auto shut off. You can go to the dot or just the big circle or both. I have it set for both. I have to admit, this one came straight from SIG this way, and I didn't have to make no adjustments on the optic whatsoever. And the one thing about this optic is that it comes with the fiber optic rear sights on it, to where if you have one of the older 365s or whatever pistol and you have to take off the rear sight, this actually has it actually has sights on it to where you can co-witness between your rear and front. So this is my 365X macro. This gun came with two 17-round mags, and at first they were kind of a pain in the butt to load. Now that I rotate the mags out, they're easier to get that 17th round in. And I also bought a spare mag, so I got three 17-round mags for this pistol. The drawback from this gun is that when you do buy this pistol with the optic on it, it does not come with the plate. So you'll have to order one from SIG if you want to take the optic off. Comes with 3 back straps, small, medium, and large. I'm running large on both of these pistols. So if you want to compare it to my Gucci Glock, this is a Gen 5 Glock 19 with a Swanson slide Radian ramjet barrel with the afterburner micro comp. I had to actually modify this comp to get it to work with this slide. It disgusted me, but I had to modify the sides and the top and to where it fit with this slide. I also have the Glock Performance Trigger, a Trijicon RMR, dual luminant. I don't know if you could see it. It's in amber, but I have a Mariglow suppressor height sights on it. So that's my Glock 19. And this has Zafiri Precision internals on this slide. So that's my Gucci Glock right there with the TRL-1 HL light. So when you're comparing the P365. I'm beating these up, so if you get them there to there, I'll turn it around because I don't think it's fair on the Glock side. So it's beaver tail to beaver tail, or slide to slide. That is your barrel difference right there. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. So height wise, you're, hold on here, this ain't working out. So height wise, grip wise, the SIG's a little longer, but you're looking at 15 rounds of 9mm. And yes, you can get the 33 and you can use your 17 Glock mags in it. I'm running the medium beaver tail on that, by the way. So with this, it's 1 inch wide, 3.7 inch barrel, and it holds 17 rounds. Now on the fuse, I went with the fuse. I was actually gonna try to get the TAC ops, but on the TAC ops, you don't get the optic, so I would have had to buy the optic, and yeah. So also on the TAC ops, you do get the extended slide release and the SIG magwell, and you get 4 magazines with the TAC ops. Now on the fuse, it's got some features I do like. It's got the magwell, the stippling. Now if you change out the back strap, if you notice, the back strap does not match this. But if you keep the medium on, it does match the pattern that's on the actual grip. But either way, you won't see it. So it has, I guess you can call them suppressor height sights that it comes with. Blacked out rear, fiber optic front. It did not come with the optic. I think they do offer it with the optic. I wasn't able to get it with the optic. I was actually lucky to get this gun, according to certain gun stores that a lot of them are on back order. So the slide serrations are pretty nice and thick and aggressive, and it has lightning cuts for the slide here and there, and it comes with their performance trigger, their X series trigger, flat face. Another thing is too on this pistol that I noticed, it has the polymer guide rod. Hopefully there'll be a company that will make aftermarket guide rods for this, because I think a lot of the problems people are having is this is because of this guide rod. I ran 50 rounds through it and I didn't have one issue. So it could be I don't know, could be that problem. What else that I could say about it? Now this one I bought for myself to carry, and it comes with one 17 round and two 21 round mags. So this is pretty much like a full-size gun in capacity and barrel length. I think it's like 4 1/4 inch barrel length. And so, but you're getting a very slim package for concealed carry. Now, could it be used as a duty gun? Sure. By the way, this has the X macro frame. You know, it's got the undercut. They have a bunch of other frames out there you can get. I was going to get a Radian backstrap and magwell for this. Yeah, till I asked him how much it was before I bought it. $190 for a backstrap and mag well from Radiant. I'm not going to pay that. So, back to this. So let's compare this to the Glock. So there it is. Barrel to slide. So with the comp on it, I don't know if I can get this on camera. There we go. With the comp on it, it's still shorter. So with this on there, it makes it the barrel length like a Glock 17. So with this being what it is, the fuse. So this is just shy of being the same length as a Glock 17. And of course the grip is the same. It's going to be a little longer. Thickness, as you can see, you know, between the Glock and the SIG. I was actually looking for a compact P320. I know they have issues. And it's kind of odd to me that with the P365s, they don't have that issue. So you would figure SIG would go back to the drawing table and find out what they did for this gun to correct that problem on the P320s. And run with it. I mean, I don't know if these two, your X macro, your X macro comp, your fuse are going to start replacing the P320 line, polymer line, or if they're, you know, just going to run the AXGs. You can also get this in the Legion, and you can get the AXG version of this pistol. They also have the Rose. I was going to buy my wife the Rose till I seen how much it was just to have the rose-colored parts on it. It was kind of ridiculous. So I ended up just getting her the 365 macro, which in the hand, that's my hand, and I have pretty big hands, and these are the large back straps. So if that's any consolation. So trigger pull on them. It's right there. Your reset, and that little bit of take up. Even on this one, same way. And it has a really loud, audible click. And a tactile feel. Now, whereas my Glock, a little bit of take up, and that's with the performance trigger. So, are these good carry guns? Well, I've been carrying this one to kind of break it in, make sure there's no issues with it until, you know, my wife totally takes it over. Right now she's carrying a Taurus G2C that I untaurused a little bit, you know, with the, what is it, Lakeland parts. Changed the guide rod, the sleeve in it, some springs, and so I want her to have something more reliable, trustworthy. I know they're good guns, inexpensive, but still, you get what you pay for. Like I said, it comes with, this one came with two 17 round mags. And here is the 15 round mag for my Glock, which is a PMag. Oh, look, they're loaded. They are loaded. And if you look at the thickness, look at the difference. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So you're getting 17 rounds as opposed to 15. Or, you know, if you're carrying your 19 or your Shield Plus or whatever. Yeah. So on this one with the 21 round mag, it does, you know, it's like anything else, it does stick out. But you're getting, it's like carrying the Glock 17, like I said. The flared mag weld does help. And the one thing I do like about these guns is you do not get that Glock knuckle. That is the one thing that I noticed about shooting these. These are very soft shooting pistols. I'm not saying that my Glock's not a soft shooter. It is. You know, especially with the micro comp. But getting up on there, I get that Glock knuckle because I like to ride really up on there, get a nice firm grip, and go from there. Now, what else? I got this holster from Amazon. Cost me $40, and it's made for the 365 with the. Now, one thing about these guns, the frames, because it is a 1913 rail, you cannot. It'll fit. It'll be snug and just kind of clunky in your P365 XL, your P365X, your older guns. Because this is a 1913 rail, it'll go in real stiff and clunky. So when you get a holster, you got to make sure it's for the macro frame. This one I had to find. If you're running the TRL 7 sub, you can find holsters all day long. I don't know why, but because I'm running the 7X and 7A, I had to dig for a holster. And the name of the company is, let me put on my eyes. I gotta see my eyes. Gritter, Gritr. And it did come with a claw, and I took that off. They gave the extra screws, but I had to get a different screw. Just a pain in the ass. But I got, this works. So yeah, it's for the P365 X Macro TRL 7A inside the waistband holster, and they do fit. That's the fuse. They are optics cut. And so I ordered another one so that way my wife will be able to carry inside the waistband also. What else? Oh, this is my other holster I got. I've had this holster forever and a day. It was for my Glock 19 with the TRL-1S. TRL-1, you know, they're all fucking stroke. But I had to buff this out a little bit because I'm running the HL, and I had to cut it right there so I can run the optic, and I cut it a little bit too deep. So Yeah, and it does stick out. I burned my ass on this because of the comp. I forgot that the comp was on there, and when I reholstered after shooting, yeah, my ass cheek got hot. Yeah, so on the fuse and the tac ops, you get the extended slide release, and all it is a little bit longer. I don't know if you can tell. I'm trying to get this on camera to where you can kind of tell the optics kind of getting in the way. Right there. But the tac ops, oh, actually you can tell. See how it comes out right about there? And it's like right there. So, like I said, the tac ops, I don't know about the Spectre comp. I don't know. But anyways, you get the, on the tac ops, which for the money, if you're going to buy one, money-wise, and you're unsure of your optic, I would run with the tac ops. Just for the simple fact of you're getting the magwell, you're getting the extended slide release, and you're getting 4 mags, 4 17-round mags. So with this, you're getting the extended slide release, the magwell, and the trigger, the sights, but you don't get the optic. I had to buy the optic separate. So yeah, and they sell aftermarket frames for these. I don't know how much they are. I don't really care. I like this frame until it fucks up or something. But so yeah, this is a video on my 2 new SIGs, the his and the hers SIGs, macros, fuse and X macro. Now, on the, I don't know why they called it the X macro. This is kind of, I don't know. Thanks, SIG. This is actually the XL slide and barrel on the macro frame. Now, the other one, the X macro comp, is actually this frame, this slide, but the rear sights move back and it's cut for the ports, and it's running the 365X barrel. So you're getting the 3.1, some shit like that, barrel in that pistol. So you're getting the shorter pistol, but you're getting the comp. Whereas this, it's pretty much the XL barrel slide on the macro frame. Yeah, you could actually build one, but the problem is you would have to buy the 17-round mags. The 12-rounders don't fit, but you can go the other way. You can use the 17 rounds and the 21-round mags and the P365XL and the P365X. Boom. But they are making a bunch of these, and it's getting kind of, I can't keep track, because you got the Spectre comp, you got the X macro, the X macro comp, you got the 365, 365X, 365XL, the 365 Rose, you got the 365 380, couple different platforms in that. So it's getting kind of like, woohoo, slow down. But I just wanted to do a quick video on those SIGs. Now, to change the back strap on this, you got to undo the screw, Torx screw right here. This will come off. And then you got to push the pin out, which if you have a Glock tool, take your pins out. It'll work on this. Slide this off, and there's a nut that goes inside here. Yeah, I could show you on this. If you see that little hole, there's actually a spot to where you put the nut in, and then you got to take that nut out, put it in your new back strap, and then you screw this in. So it's a little bit more to changing the back strap on this than it is doing that one. But overall, I'm very impressed. And if you're going to use the TRL 7, 7X, 7A, 7 sub, make sure you use the right key, because I thought I was on this, but there's 4 1913 and 4 universal keys. Yeah. So I had to play with that to get this to 6. I thought I had it right, but it was sitting on the front, and I was able to slide this off. I was like, so I had to go back and try each key until I got one to fit. I think it was the 3. I think it was the 3rd key, 1913-3 key that fit on here. And make sure you put your little C-ring clip back on. Yeah, because I forgot to do it to this, and then I had to go back and redo it. Same with this gun, I had to change it, and you'll be able to tell because of how far out it sits. Because like right now, this is at the trigger guard, just a tick past it, and just like this, how it's just right there. Yeah. So. Touch myself. So, thanks for watching. I know I haven't done a video in a while. Hit like, subscribe, share, whatever. I don't care. Just, practice, practice, practice. World's getting crazy. Yeah, so make sure keep your loved ones safe. And if your wife carries, or your husband carries, or whoever carries, make sure they're getting trained up too, because look what's going on in Colorado and, California and all those places. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. So, practice, practice, practice. Get to know your weapon system. And, like I said, if shit hit the fan and I had to bug out or something, I would carry my Glock or my Mark 25 SIG, for the simple reason that I have a shit ton of mags for these. I have, my tactical holsters, and this would be the gun, and I do have my factory slide and barrel that I could put back on here if I had to without the optic. So, yeah. Yep. So whatever weapon system you have, just practice with it, and remember, however much you pay, you got to think, is that worth your life? I mean, if you need something, a Taurus or a IWI, Masada, those are really good pistols for the amount of money you're getting on the platform, because I think the Masadas are running $450 right now. They're like 18 round mags or 17 round mags, something like that, but they're optics ready. Kind of, if you can get a better gun, you see a gun for $300, and you can get a better one for 4, and you can hold out for the 4 or 5. However, so yeah, I'm not buying no more guns. I got too many now. So, because you can only carry 1, 2, you know, if you're carrying an M4, you know, you got a secondary weapon. So, yeah, you can only carry 2, 1 pistol, 1 rifle. So, keep that in mind. Yeah, my kids don't have them, so I have them if they need them. But yeah, so stay strapped. Be aware of your surroundings. Even driving down the road, you know, there's just crazies all over the place. So hit like, subscribe, and share. Jimmy out.